feeling like a 5-star. I was screaming. It's Tuesday. Oh my god, I'm so sad. What's up, it's Jan back at it again with another nerdy bookish video. This is gonna be my spoiler-filled dedicated reading vlog for the full moon book club pick for the month of September, which is The Bewitching by Silvia Moreno-Garcia. Hi everyone, I cut my finger on glass, so ignore the band-aid. It's really devastating. I didn't cry though, so yay me. I'm really excited for this pick. This is a witchy gothic novel that follows 3 women in 3 different eras who encounter danger in witchcraft, and it's a horror. I heard it's slow moving for the most part because, I mean, obviously it's gothic, but I'm ready for a nice slow gothic vibey book. September is usually peak witchy month for me. It's when I crave all the witchy vibes, the witchy books, so this was a perfect pick by my vampies over on Patreon. So I will be starting this today. It's September 1st. I'm working on like 3 different vlogs right now as usual, but I will be starting this very soon. I'm just doing a little bit of a reset vlog for Patreon, so I'm doing some cleaning and stuff. Once I get settled down, I will be starting this and giving y'all my initial thoughts. If you read this with us, thank you so much for participating. Thank you for watching this vlog, whether you did read it or you're not interested in the book but still want to watch a video. Thank you so much for being here. I've read Silvia Moreno-Garcia before and she's kind of hit or miss for me. I loved Mexican Gothic. I hated Velvet Was the Night. I was about certain dark things. I DNF'd Untamed Shore, but I think I'd rather read that physically. I DNF'd the audio. I've been behind on her releases. I own Silver Nitrate, The Beautiful Ones, and The Bewitching. I've heard Gods of Jade and Shadow is really good too. I just love that all her books are pretty different. She is very good at variety. She's kind of like V.E. Schwab in that it's hard to compare her books because they're so different. And I think I watched an interview of hers once where she said that she does that on purpose. Like, she doesn't want her books to be comparable to each other. She writes a lot of historical fiction, so I'm excited that this one is witchy and gothic and horror. I'll talk to y'all when I have some reading updates. I hope you enjoy this vlog. Pick one.
Well, this is called The Bewitching.
It's gothic, which is why the candlestick's there.
Oh, then yeah, definitely the candlestick.
Okay, thanks. Thank you for your service.
And then you could like edit it in cut black.
It's been a few hours. It's now like 11 p.m. I did in fact go to the gym. Look at me go. First time since April 24th. I did go on runs outside a few times. Like yesterday I went on a 2-mile run, but I haven't actually like lifted at the gym until today. Well, I did legs because I cut my finger on glass. Did I say that in this vlog already? I don't know. Sorry if I did, but I have an update. I have been reading this and I'm so in. I am so in. I'm loving it. I'm loving the different timelines. I love how it's like 1908, chapter 1, 1998, chapter 1. It keeps track of it that way. I don't know, there's something about that organization in my brain that files it really nicely and makes it easier to follow for me. So we have 1908, 1998, and 1934. I just read the first 1934 chapter just now, and I'm 74 pages in. So we had a few chapters alternating 1908 and 98 for a while before 34 came in there. 1908 feels like Slewfoot, kind of, where they're talking about land and money and who's gonna own it, who's gonna sell it. Tadeo, this one character, wants it because it's like part of his family and he values it like that, but then Uncle, is it Alberto? Arturo wants to sell it and make money and whatever. He is a scumbag. I feel like he's gonna be very grimy and weird and just like borderline incesty. towards Alba. 98 is my favorite timeline so far. We follow Minerva, who is at the Stone Ridge College, and she's trying to investigate the disappearance of Virginia Somerset, who was the roommate of Beatrice Tremblay, who's her favorite author, big idol that she's writing a thesis about. She's doing research, and she knows that this one dude, Noah Yates, who's like Mr. Popular or whatever, I don't know, everyone knows who he is apparently. She knows that his grandmother, Carolyn Yates, knew Beatrice. They were like best friends or whatever, and then so one night she comes across Noah drunk as fuck. He was drunk as fuck. She like gave him an aspirin and shit, and then she asked him while he was drunk if she can meet with Carolyn, and he was just like, yeah, you want to ride home too? She got her in, and she's talking to Carolyn, and she found potential in Minerva, so she's like, here is a manuscript that's not released. Beatrice wrote a year before her death, and it's about Virginia's disappearance. You can read it for the amount of time that I tell you, when I tell you, and you have to make an appointment with me for said time. So this first session, she gave her an hour to read it, and she's like trying to transcribe it and write down as much as she can in her notes and stuff. So that's just fascinating to me. I don't know. I love the academia feel of 1998, and also the nostalgia of her like listening to her Discman, because I had one of those. I don't think I ever had a Walkman, but I had a disc. It was like a CD player, portable CD player. That's what they're called, right? But I was like, oh, that's nostalgic. And then 1934, it doesn't tell you straight out right away, but it is from Beatrice Tremblay's perspective. Like she goes on and on in second person for the first few paragraphs, and then eventually she goes, as her roommate, Virginia, blah, 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 blah. Carolyn Yates mentioned previously while she was talking to Minerva that Beatrice and Virginia were roommates, so then you kind of just had to infer. And I kind of like that it's not like super hard, but like you have to be paying attention to catch that, you know what I mean? Because Carolyn only mentioned it once, I think. So yeah, it's cool that we get Beatrice's perspective, and I like that it was second person at first. I love second person, if you didn't know. And then Beatrice talks about, like, I'm friends with Carolyn and I love her, but I love Virginia. She talks about how she was her first love and all this and that. I don't know, maybe does Carolyn have anything to do with Virginia's disappearance? Who knows? Nothing witchy has happened yet. Witches have been mentioned, like lore, old tales, historical stuff, but nothing has actually happened yet. They keep mentioning I don't remember which timeline, but they keep mentioning this girl who like wrote about ghosts and what ghosts say. So there's that, but yeah, nothing creepy has gone on yet. And it is that like slow pace, but I'm loving the vibes. I am loving every timeline so far. 1908 is my least favorite right now, but it has its intense moments. Like Tadeo and Arturo got into it and almost started throwing hands when they were talking about this land. So I'm excited to continue. I figured I'd update before I got to page 100, because if I do every 100 pages, we'll only update like 3 times. So it's 353 pages in this. I'm gonna keep reading. I think Joey's still watching a movie, question mark. If not, I'll switch books before bed. It's feeling good. It could be a 4 or 5 for sure. Hi.
Hi. Oh. Voice cracked.
I have an update. I'm still loving it. I'm 100 pages in. They found someone dead. Her brother or something? Some other brother from another mother? Was it Tadeo? Yeah, Tadeo was dead.
Dun dun dun.
His shoes were like all over the place. His bed was messy, which was unlike him. And then they found blood. So I'm assuming he was dead. That's intense. Wasn't expecting that. Witchy vibes are still not really happening. There was one conversation about it, and then Arturo was like, do you really believe this shit? And everyone was like, yeah, fuck off. The goal is to finish it tomorrow, but today we're gonna go see Freakier Friday with him and Tatsu, and I'm so excited. I've had friends giving it 5 stars.
I wanna grow up, I wanna go out. Hey, take me away. You're the ultimate. It's automatic, I'm sure of it. No lie.
That was me and my guitar. Oh, okay. It's Tuesday. It's Tuesday. It's Tuesday. Anna, is that you? You gotta do that one reel that's like, she's like, I'm getting ready or whatever. Oh, she likes what? I'm ready.
I should have. Actually, not. I'll redo it. It's never too late.
Yeah, you do. Well, this is the wrong SD card. Fuck. Editing Jan, put this in your Bewitching vlog. Hello, good morning. Freakier Friday was not great. 3 stars at best, but it was funny at times. And we were jamming at Take Me Away. We were like, I wish I vlogged it. It was hilarious. You had to be there. It is beautiful outside, and by beautiful I mean I think high 60s, and it's breezy and it's gloomy and it feels like fall. It's hoodie weather. I couldn't find the hoodie I wanted, but Noah Khan is fine, I guess. I haven't listened to him in a while, but it's the perfect day to spend some time at a coffee shop by myself. The goal is to finish The Bewitching. Not at the coffee shop. I'm 130 pages in and I'm actually reading it pretty fast. Physically, I like the audiobook too, plus it has some Spanish words in it, so I prefer hearing it rather than me trying to pronounce it incorrectly, you know? But Tadeo is still missing. They found his horse dead, so I don't know what the fuck's going on there. I was not expecting things to go wrong there. Someone said that he's probably bewitched. So is the bewitching with Tadeo? I don't know. In 1998, when Minerva was talking to Carolyn, they were talking about Betty and how she liked women, and Minerva said she was a lesbian. And Carolyn goes, what a bold way to put it. You mustn't judge me close-minded, but we tended to be more discreet back in my day and didn't discuss our love lives, especially when they veered in certain directions. Certain directions just rubbed me the wrong way, but it was 1998. So there's that, and then there was also brief commentary, I guess not even really commentary, just a brief mention that she is a brown girl on a scholarship, so she can't afford to like fuck up with school and stuff. So it brought up that aspect of like her lack of privilege as opposed to like Noah, who isn't in that boat. Oh, there was also a part where Alba was crying on Arturo's shoulders because of Tadeo, like she missed Tadeo. Arturo's hand trailed down her hair, brushing it with gentle fingers, and then at last she moved away from him, feeling embarrassed at both her wild display of feelings and the press of his body against her own. And then a couple lines down it says, Arturo's eyes were bright too, though not with tears. A mysterious light illuminated them, fueled by a strong emotion that she could not pinpoint. Like, why is that so creepy? What is gonna happen? I have a feeling I know what's gonna happen, but I hope it doesn't happen. He's so creepy. Overall, I'm still liking it. It could potentially be 5 stars, honestly. The fact that I like it both physically and audibly, and I want to pick it up, like I want to drop everything I'm doing and pick it up. Like I don't feel like editing videos. I tried editing this morning and I fell back asleep because it was so tedious, this Patreon video I'm editing. Hopefully it turns out better than it seems like it will right now. I'm gonna go be productive. Hopefully I remember to transfer this footage. Back home. I read 120 pages at the coffee shop. I'm so happy with my progress, and I'm so happy about this book because it's feeling like a 5-star. One of my gripes, however, is that every time we're in the 1934 chapters, it's like kind of breaking the fourth wall from Betty's perspective. She's always like, I'm afraid I've gotten ahead of myself. I'm like, let's go back to blah blah blah. And it's like, it was cute the first time, maybe even the first 2 times, but the third and fourth, it's annoying. Find different lines, you know what I mean? I'm 230 pages in and things have definitely gotten witchy. We have been talking a lot about curses and things to do to ward off evil. Minerva's doing a bunch of research from books that Virginia and Betty and them read from, and then we get their perspective reading from these books about like demons and stuff. Valentin, he is super superstitious, so he gives Alba this charm necklace that's blessed to like again ward off evil. So then Uncle Arturo noticed that she replaced his pearl necklace with this cheap charm one or locket or whatever. There was one point where they were so close that their breaths could have mingled if they moved another inch or something like that, and I was like, ugh, I hate it. But Alba and Valentin finally kissed and he was like, I ought to court you properly or whatever, and I'm like, they're so fucking cute. I will talk to you. Oh no, it's playing. I'll talk to you when I finish this book, I think, because I have like 120 pages left. Maybe when something crazy happens. Okay, bye. Okay, something crazy happened. 3 pages later, Valentin died. Are you fucking kidding me? Oh my god, I'm so sad. They just kissed. That's not even funny. That's so annoying. Why did he have to die? Now Arturo can fucking bury his claws into Alba. Oh no. No. No, is Arturo the thing eating these people? Because it says his guts were nearly outside his body. Like, that's fucking wild. Like, what do you mean? It says a wild animal alone out riding. What the fuck? What the fuck? What the fuck? What the fuck? I'm upset. My back cramped. Ow. Okay, came on here to say I fucking knew it. I told you Arturo was sketchy. I told you he was the fucking witch or warlock, whatever. I knew it. I fucking knew it. I called it. I said it in the last clip or whatever. I guess it wasn't that hard to figure out, but I thought he was a different kind of creepy. He might still be a different kind of creepy. I'm on page 282. Alba went to that witch. She rode her little horse to that one witch, and she's like, Arturo's the warlock you seek, because Alba thought that the witch had stuff to do with Valentine's death. And also, the chapter before, Minerva had this whole thing with shit going on in the house, like books falling off, lights flickering, the earth shaking type shit. And I was like, what was going on? I am reading physically right now until my Forest app is done, because I forgot to play the audiobook before locking my phone. But that's okay, because I'm reading it pretty fast, and it's nice not to have things in my ears right now, and it's raining out. I have my window open so I can just like hear and feel the breeze, and yeah, it's a good day to have a good day. Oh my god, I can't believe I forgot to mention. So Alba ended up killing Tadeo. That's fucking wild. So we find out that Arturo is a sorcerer who like can turn people into vicious animals and beasts and whatever. So he made Tadeo kill Valentine, and then Tadeo was still in this like beast mode, and Alba thought it was like witchcraft, where, I mean it was, but like she thought the creature was just doing that mimicking thing and tricking her, making her let her guard down and using Tadeo's voice. But then she shot him with a pistol, his pistol, and he ended up dying. She actually killed him. This is fucking insane, dude. I love it. I love it here. Hi, me again about 30 seconds later, because I also forgot to mention, if you're sensitive to animal deaths, there's a lot. Some of them are more graphic than others, other than the skinning of some rabbits and stuff, because the mom slaughters animals on the farm and whatever. They just kind of find corpses of these animals. Well, ideally you would have read this already, right? If you're watching a spoiler-filled video, but if you haven't and you're still considering it, but you're sensitive to animal deaths, just keep that in mind, because the witchiness and the evil stuff are making animals die left and right. In one timeline, there was a dead rat in Ginny's bed, which was gross, and then like as a parallel to Minerva's timeline, she finds a dead rat in the kitchen, I believe. And then, like I said, Tadeo's horse died, there was a cat that died, lots of animals. Oh, 2 goats also died, so there's a lot. My laundry alarm went off, so I'm gonna go switch that out. I'm now on page 289. I'm moving right along. I have 65 pages left, something like that. Okay, so I finished it. 5 stars, top 10 of the year, top 5 of the year, honestly. This is a new favorite, all-time favorite. It's gonna be my new recommendation anytime anyone asks me for the perfect autumnal read, because the air was crisp, pumpkins were carved, academia was present, books were being read. I just loved everything about this book. The writing was compelling. The characters I got invested in pretty fucking quickly. Multiple timelines, historical elements, gothic witchy vibes. Oh my god, the bloodiness of it at the end. Was he a vampire? I don't even know. Arturo was a sorcerer, but like he was doing some vampy shit. So, I mean, he very well could have been. All the signs were there, but it's throwing me off that the title is The Bewitching. But yeah, it was very vampy at the end. All I could think was Abigail, the movie Abigail. I don't know why. If you liked The Hacienda and Vampires of El Norte, this is like the baby. It feels like Isabel Cañas's writing mixed with, no, not even mixed with. This is what I wanted from The Year of the Witching by Alexis Henderson. What you think that book is going to give you, this book has. This one went all out with the disturbing elements and stuff, and in The Year of the Witching, I feel like it was just kind of in the beginning and then maybe a little sprinkled throughout, but not like full-blown blood and action like this was. This had a slow pace, but the action scenes were very frequent, I feel like. I did, however, guess the 2 reveals. I had some point, I think I vlogged it too, where I said, is Arturo the one who killed Valentine? Like, is he one of the witches or whatever? And then at one point, I think I also said that Carolyn was involved in Virginia's murder because she and Betty were best friends, but she knew that Betty was like obsessed with Virginia or something, right? So I had a feeling, but I did not expect Carolyn to be like a fucking serial killer. She killed Thomas, Noah's tutor. She killed a bunch of other students, and she was trying to kill Minerva. She escaped, and then fucking Carolyn got decapitated? Bro, I was shook. Are you fucking— I was like, no way did that just happen. She did something and then her head fell off and I was like, whoa, I was not expecting that. And I was also— I'm not gonna spoil the movie, but Carolyn reminded me of a certain character in Weapons, and that's who I imagined, especially towards the end. In the beginning, she was very like Evelyn Hugo-esque, you know, but by the end, she was that character from Weapons. If you know, you know. Oh my god, it was so good. The chapters weren't too long either, and the longer ones were maybe like 15 pages, and they went quick. They went quickly, I should say. Fuck, what have I missed? Okay, so when Alba and Arturo were kissing and having sex, oh my god, I was gagging. I feel like your brain would turn off the fact that he's her uncle because he's this monster, so it's like not fine, but it's like the monstrosity of him kind of just overpowers the fact that he's her uncle, you know? He's like doing all this because of his hunger and because of his lust for blood or whatever, but he's still her fucking uncle. I was like, bitch, you better kill him. You better fucking kill him. Why are you kissing him back? And then she grabbed the razor and then his eyes opened. I was screaming. Oh, and then the way she killed him was genius, brilliant. Oh my god, she had like a moth land, and so this poison for witches needed, I don't know, a mixture of liquids and then also a moth's wing. So when this moth landed in her hand, she crushed it, which like, aw, poor moth, but she's like, this is a sign. So then that's when she decided that she needed to grab this moth, kill it, put the wing in the thing, and then drink it. So then the poison was in her blood. So then she seduced Uncle Arturo, and when he sucked her blood, oh my god, he died because she was poisonous. It was so fucking good, y'all. It was so good. Brilliant. 5 stars. Are you fucking joking? Amazing, incredible. Would reread, absolutely going on my favorite shelf. This was perfect. Like, this is— I've been reading a lot of historical horror this year, and I feel like this solidified the fact that I love them. I just got Buffalo Hunter Hunter from Aardvark, so I feel like I'm ready for that one, even though Stephen Graham Jones is usually a miss for me. But I mean, I also have the possession of Alba Diaz, and like there's also an Alba in this, so that's kind of weird. I really liked Blood on Her Tongue, Victorian Psycho, like there were so many good oh, and fucking Witchcraft for Wayward Girls by Grady Hendrix, which was also a book club pick. Spoiler-filled vlog will be linked down below. It's still one of my favorite vlogs because that's one of my most surprising of the year. Oh my god, and Hungerstone. There are so many good historical horror books this year. I'm impressed. I'm so impressed, Silvia Moreno-Garcia. This is your best book. For sure. For sure, her best book. Gooped and Gagged. I'm glad that was my first physical read of September. First book checked off my my September TBR. And I'm so glad we picked this for Full Moon Book Club because holy shit, that was good. That was like a solid 5 stars. That was the most solid 5 stars I've had since the beginning of August. That was one of the easiest 5 stars I've given this year. I'm so happy about it. Oh my god. Wow. Wow, 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 wow. Happy Hispanic Heritage Month, Silvia Moreno-Garcia. You are thriving. Oh my god, I need everybody to read this book. Anyone who loves witchy books, horror, fall, dark academia, it's all in here at once. Like, are you fucking joking? This was perfect. Perfect book. 6 stars. That is all. Let's do a fun fact on hummingbirds because I honestly don't know what that was for. Like, they mentioned hummingbirds a couple times, maybe once, and there were hummingbirds on every chapter heading, but I feel like there wasn't really a thing with them. Anyway, I know they could fly backwards, rapid wing beats, unique legs. Their legs are so underdeveloped and weak that they can only be used for perching, not for walking or hopping. That's so sad. Wow, poor babies. I did not know that though. I guess I've never seen a hummingbird walk, but I love when birds walk, especially when they're like crossing a street. It's so fucking cute. That's all I got, y'all. That was a good fucking book. Great reading experience. Wow. And the audiobook's good too, by the way. If you made it to the end of this video, put any witchy emoji in the comments down below. Thank you so much for watching. Hope you had a 5-star day. Don't forget to do some self-care, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye!